There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check out. Line 40. Check out.
On first down, Swift. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it's going to be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
First down, Detroit.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Qual. Let's go, Mike 50.
On first and 10, Watt. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
First down, Lions.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? You saw 5 sacks the previous week and you recorded.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let him know.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 40, Mike 40. Hey, 88, 89.
From the 31, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Back to you. Check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man. Complete. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big run there by Freeman. 51 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task.
Got him open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now Love. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. On 4th down on is the punter, Colby Wadman. That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll start out on the ground with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers, he's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Antonio Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Block on 3rd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Love. And his throw here's incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. They are going for it. It's Luck. It's caught. Jones. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Luck now to throw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Rodgers to throw. Jones has it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch screen, watch screen.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
You got blocked wrong. Max 50.
On first down, Love. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing on third down. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rodgers now to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. He gets it to Brown, complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Caught by Jones. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now
and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a third down.
50. Hey, let's go.
Now Rodgers. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. This will be caught by Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A gain of 10.
26.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's complete to Lewis. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll go again to Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush will just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they do.
Now a hit and lock. Lost the football. It's out, and the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
To try again after the sack, Rodgers.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Jones with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Well, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it back in, punching the end zone without...
And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Let's get this.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't
On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter play. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. Rodgers going to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Antonio Brown, his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Luck nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ziggy Ansah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Love. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kevin King with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Check 50, check 50.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He completes it to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to be.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Watch the edge.
Again, it's Jones. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Gostkowski the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know, you just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Team 6, team 6.
On 1st down, it's Long. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Let's go.
Now a first down throw. Locke. He'll get this one to Galladay. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. 11.
Again, Locke. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go with Johnson. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he finds the tight end, Reed. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Inside.
Rodgers throwing here. This is caught at the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
17.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line.
Bring it up.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Locke. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First down, Detroit.
offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Green Bay, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.